Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. So I've got another Pagani Design in. This is one of their dressier pieces. Again, not perfect, a little bit large. And thank you to my good friend Adrian over at Somewhere in Time for finding out this isn't an original design. I don't know if we was expecting it or not, but it's a homage of the Vacheron Constantin 56. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I do apologise, but yeah, you'll definitely see some design cues in terms of where they got their inspiration from, also known as homaging. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Like I say, Pagani Design, they seem to go hard and fast with their homages. Some of them are very traditional, some of them are a bit out of left field. But I'll let you decide whereabouts this sits in the grand scheme of things from Pagani Design. Quite inexpensive. It's got a Seagull movement, hacking hand winding, quite a nice dial, and yeah, quite a lot going on. And for the money, you could pick this up all day long for sort of in between £40 and £50, which is about $60–70. So yeah, it is what it is. But guys, thank you for tuning back in. I do really appreciate all your support. And without further ado, let's get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys and girls, so as I said in the intro, it's another Pagani Design. Again, no originality on the behalf of Pagani Design. Yeah, this watch, again, obligatory packaging, cleaning cloth. You got the Pagani Design guarantee card, instruction manual. Nothing's ever signed, is it? They do offer slightly better packaging nowadays, but I wouldn't pay the extra sort of 10 quid or whatever it is to get it. I would just go with the bog standard packaging and pick it up. As long as it arrives safely, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. But yeah, that's the watch, guys. The model number for this is the PD-1634. As my friend Adrian pointed out in his review, which please go over and check that out as well. This is a Vacheron Constantin 56 homage, a little bit bigger than theirs, but yeah, nonetheless, that's where they've taken their inspiration from, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, the PD-1634. Inside, it's running an automatic Seagull. Let me see if I can bring it up to the light. 2813 movement. I've had this in quite a few watches at this point now. It normally runs pretty well, to be honest. I am intending on buying a time grapher at some point in the near future, so then I'll be able to give you the accuracy of what mine is. I dare say that won't be what yours is, but that's just to give you an idea. So yeah, the Seagull 2813 movement. The case construction, crown, fixed bezel, outer part of the exhibition case back, and the butterfly clasp, all 316L stainless steel. The parts you see that are rose gold have just got a PVD coating, but yeah, suffice to say the rest of it is stainless steel. The case thickness of this watch is 13.7 millimeters. The case diameter I measured in at the 8 to the 2 is 43.6 millimeters, and when you go for the 9 to the 3, including the crown, that did become 45.8 millimeters. The lug width is 22, and the lug to lug, tip to tip, is 50.5 millimeters. So yeah, quite a bit of size actually for a dress type watch. A little bit more than I would like, really, but yeah, there you go. As you would have seen before, it's an exhibition case back on the watch, and it is screwed down. It has just got bits of writing on there, just denoting the model number and other bits of the specs of the watch. The bezel is a fixed bezel even, as a high polish rose gold on there. The crown is situated at the 3 o'clock, and it isn't a screwed down crown. It's just a push pull crown, but it's signed with the Pagani Design logo. The strap material on this is leather. A little bit tough, to be honest, guys. I would like it to have been a little bit softer, but there we are. And it does come with a butterfly clasp. Does the job, and is also signed on there. But Pagani Design, not normally one to shirk away from signing and branding their watches, so that's no great surprise. The crystal covering that dial is a domed mineral crystal, and has got a bit of AR coating on there as well. And the water resistance is 30 meters, so that would give you 3 atmospheres of water resistance with this watch. And the weight will appear in the top right hand corner. It's in and around 88 grams, which is probably not a massive surprise given the fact it's on the leather strap. But let's have a look at the dial now, guys, in a bit more detail. So what you've got going on the outer edge, you've got a minute track, Inside that, you got Roman numerals going from 1 to 12. Or no, you haven't. Excuse me, guys. Every odd one has just got a batten. Every even has got the Roman numerals. Excuse me. Just inside that again, you've got a railway track. And just inside that again, so a few different layers, a few different bits of sunburst going on. Also, you've got the Pagani Design. Let me just take the crown out if I can. I have cut my nails, so just give me a second, and I'll put it to the 20 past 8 position, which is where I normally like to leave my watches, just so you can have a look at the dial. And then you've got Pagani Design printed on, as your logo and the script writing, and just above the 6 you've got automatic. As you can see, it's all rose gold and silver, and you've got loom on here as well, guys. Actually, I'll bring that up now just to give you an idea of what the loom looks like. No great shakes, not terrible, but it is Pagani Design, and I'm sure you probably weren't expecting the earth, really, because I definitely weren't. It is what it is at this point. But yeah, that's the dial. Let me just, like I say, it's a hacking hand winding movement, which is quite good with this variant of the Seagull over sort of like the 8000 series of Miyotas, because it does give you hand winding and hacking. I know you get hand winding on the Miyota 8000 series, but you don't get hacking on a lot of them. So as I say, you can hack it to the time you want. Take it out to the first position if it will let me, and then you can just scroll through the date to whatever date you want to set. Put it back in, wind it back up, and just wear it, and there's off you pop. But yeah, that's the dial, guys. As I say, you've got the hands and the applied indices are all high polished, and you've got loom on the battens and on the a little loom pips on the inner railway track as well. So yeah, that's the dial. Let me just pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. My wrist is just above a 7-inch wrist for your reference, and give me 1 second. That's what it looks like on me. Quite a big boy, I'm not going to lie to you, but that's what it looks like on me. And with the strap, I'm using it bang in the middle. There's 3 holes either side, so yeah, it's going to fit wrist sizes. If you keep it on this strap, that is probably all the way down to sort of 5.5 maybe ish, up to probably 8.5. So yeah, quite a bit of scope there, guys, in terms of what it's going to fit. But then that will take me on now to what I think is pants and pucker about the watch. I always start with pants. I like to go on high with pucker. So what I think is pants is, unfortunately, just around there. I'll bring up a picture now. There is debris on the dial. I haven't had that for a while with Pagani Design, which is unfortunate. But yeah, there's debris on the dial. I'd like to have seen them clean it up prior to. There should have been some sort of checks. Because if I can see it with my naked eye, and the camera's even picked it up, that should have been rectified, to be honest. There's no excuse for that. The case size, yeah, for a dress watch to be basically 44mm, that's not really a bit of me, to be honest. And the leather strap, yeah, tough as old boots, really, this leather strap. I don't know if it'll sort of, you better break it in over time, but it's definitely a bit too firm. So just to surmise what I think is pants, I'd go with a debris on the dial, I'd go with a case size and a leather strap. What I think is pucker is, I'll go with the legibility. In terms of being able to tell the time in all different lighting conditions, there's no real great issue there, to be honest. Legibility on this watch is very, very good. The movement, I definitely prefer the 2813 and the like to the 8000 series Miyota movement. So yeah, I quite like that movement. It's not going to be for everyone. It's subjective, but I do quite like the movement. I never had any issues with it. The variety in terms of the different colorways, I'll bring that up now. There's a few different colors that you can choose from. So I'm sure if this is a bit of you, there'll be one that sort of tickles your fancy and will be a bit more in keeping with your taste if you don't want rose gold and stuff. And the price, yeah, you can pick this up sort of 40 odd poundish. And I think if you want something that looks like a Vacheron Constantine and you haven't got the money, then it's definitely one to consider. Because yeah, it's quite affordable, automatic watch, hasn't got sapphire crystal, but for the money, yeah, I think you can sort of move past that. So just to surmise what I think is pucker, as I go with the legibility, the movement, the variety in terms of different colors you can get, and the price in terms of what I think is pucker. And would I recommend this watch? I probably would. It's not without its faults, but then again, it is a Pagani Design. I think it's decent. Not going to be for small wrists unless you like a dinner plate on your wrist. So yeah, one to consider if you want a slightly larger watch, or you've got a slightly larger wrist, then you'll probably pull it off no problem for the price. Yeah, you can't really go wrong, can you? So yeah, I probably would recommend it. But yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think about this watch? Please leave a comment in the comment section, and also do let me know what other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and always watch your time. Take care, guys. All the very best.